problem for Trump is now the left wing is suddenly interested in Epstein. These absolute cretins who had absolutely nothing, not a care for who might have been hurt behind the scenes by, some pedophile ring or just freaks who hung out with Epstein. Now suddenly they're everyone's savior. Like, oh, I'm on it. In fact, there was an extraordinary exchange on Morning Joe where Jamie Raskin, a villain, went on. To his credit, Scarborough asked him something along these lines. Look what happened.
Congressman, you could have gotten that from 21 to 25 when Democrats controlled the DOJ. Why? It was a crisis then. It's a crisis now. Why didn't Democrats call for it from 21 to 25?
So, you'd have to go back and look specifically at particular prosecutorial decisions and what was taking place in terms of the other cases. So, I don't know. We could try to reconstruct that record. But the point is that Donald Trump is the one who has led the crusade to say that that Epstein, who was his very close friend, and there's all kinds of pictures of them.
Okay. So, see, has no answer. Donald Trump did not lead the crusade. Trump surrogates definitely were into the Epstein thing. Trump himself has always been very measured. Yeah, family. I'm Don Jr. Yes, that's true. But how about Jamie Raskin? I don't know. There may have been issues going, but Trump.
I'm not here to relitigate the past. Here's why Trump screwed up.
But that's Trump's problem now, is because forget Jamie Raskin. No one gives a shit what he's thinking or doing. But now suddenly you're going to have the New York Times like, oh, well, it's a chance to hurt him. Great. And I don't know whether that's going to help or hurt Trump, because it's going to generate a lot of additional coverage of it. But as soon as the Times and the Guardian and the Washington Post are on the story and CNN's doing it wall to wall, that's when all of us on the right are going to start defending Trump because we can't stand those people. And it's just too cynical.
Go ahead, Matt. Just in general, always those legacy media institutions have so much less oomph and power and influence than they used to. So that's always worth keeping in mind. I think what will drive some of these headlines, what we're already seeing, which is that Democrats in Congress are going to say, oh, we're going to need to have some hearings on this in August. And the thing is, maybe we should have hearings on this if it means that we need to figure out the behavior, particularly of the Department of Justice way back in 2007, the first time around. Like, why did these decisions get made and what were the contours of it or whatever? That there might need to be those things.
Why did Alex Acosta cut such a sweetheart deal? And by the way, I had Vicky Ward on the show 2 days ago, the reporter who wrote for Vanity Fair for all those years and then wrote that piece in the Daily Beast in 2019 saying, I spoke with a member of Trump transition team. That person said they weren't worried about Alex Acosta getting confirmed because he told them the reason I gave Epstein the sweetheart deal is because he belongs to intelligence. This is above my pay grade. And basically, I needed to make it go away. So she stands by that 100%. You should go back and look at the clip. It's on our YouTube feed right now. She was like, I have absolutely no doubt about my reporting. I stand by it 100%. The person was in the room with Acosta and heard him say it. And I have never gone back even one scintilla on my reporting. So she stands by her reasons on why Acosta did what he did. And you're right. If we're actually going to have a special counsel, I don't think we're going to have congressional hearings because Dems would have to control the House. Now, they might in 2026, but right now they don't, so they can't have hearings. I don't think we will have hearings, but if we were going to, we definitely have to keep 2007, 2008 in the mix. What was George W. Bush's, in the last year, his attorney general doing? Why did Alberto Gonzales or his top team sign off on this? Because Alex Acosta said Maine justice vetted everything and approved everything I did. And we know what that means. Now, later, he told the Office of Professional Responsibility, reportedly, we've never seen the actual Q&A, that he was not told to drop it because of any intelligence link. So anyway, that's just yet another something that they'd have to look into. All right, I want to shift gears now. This is not an important thing. Actually, before I get to this, but this is my after the plane crash, this is my second favorite story. But before I get to it, I just want to say this. It does occur to me, this is a self-inflicted wound because of Pam Bondi. I don't think there's any question. I don't know why she thought it would be a great idea to drop this 2-page memo in the dark of night in the middle of the summer during a slow news time when people have nothing to chew on but that, right? Like
Sunday night.
What?
For Monday.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if you want to bury a story, you bury a story during a busy news time, not during a slow news time. When Elon and Trump were fighting on Twitter and we were all refreshing our X, like people addicted to crack, like every 2 seconds, like refresh. Since President Trump was sworn in, his administration has made enormous progress at a breakneck pace. But don't forget, while they're moving mountains for the good of the nation, you've got your own personal savings to worry about. And one of the best ways to look after your savings is through diversification, particularly with gold, like from Birch Gold Group. In the past 12 months, the value of gold has increased by 40%. OMG. Central banks continue to bolster demand for gold by buying in record quantities. Global instability and tension is high, and Birch Gold makes owning physical gold extremely easy. Easily convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold, or buy some to store in your home safe. Just text MK to the number 989898, and Birch Gold will send you a free info kit on gold. There's no obligation, just useful information. With an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and tens of thousands of happy customers, take control of your savings today. Text MK to the number 989898. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.